Hello, this is On the Phone with Sunnie podcast. We're not your average podcast. We're here to talk about everything that everyone is thinking about. So we're going to keep it raw, we're going to keep it real, and we're going to bring facts and keep it truth. So pick up your phone, tune in, and let's get started.
Yeah, so last night, when you called me to tell you was just laughing. When you
Girl,
called me
laughing
to
out loud.
call me to let me know, the election turnout where it was a blue wave, and
Yes,
it was a blue wave locally too, because I know, because okay, so this election I was confused thinking it was the midterm election for all the, like, the state. And
right. No, yeah,
I forgot this was the election that the city of Miami was trying to cancel. They was trying to
right,
postpone.
right.
Right.
They were trying to postpone it, but the judge said no, so
No.
they had to go ahead on.
Hmm. And the ones who was trying to postpone it, all of them, not all of them, but majority of them lost.
Good.
They lost.
They trying to do backdoor deals like they
Hmm.
president.
Uh-huh. So I know they got and then the thing about it too, what's happening that they are shaking in their boots. It's a lot of young people that are running, like Marquise age. Like Mondani is the same age as Marquise. He's 34.
But
He's
good, because he'll be in
Yeah,
there for a very long time.
yeah.
Don't forget, if you look at it, Biden was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Biden, what's the one just died yesterday or the day
Oh,
before?
Cheney.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dick Cheney, he
Yeah,
started when he
Cheney.
was in his early 30s. So
Yep.
that's when they start getting in. But once they get in, they stay in there forever.
And then they just have a seat at the table. They don't try to do nothing for everybody. They only look out for those that's on their same percentage. Okay? And that's the 1% of all of us. So if you're going to come into politics, don't come in just to get a seat at the table and then to pussyfoot
A fat in
around.
your pocket, a fat in your
Your
pocket with
part,
money or
yeah.
donations. Yeah. And then get so you can have more rights. You can travel more. You can visit
Oh
different
yeah.
countries. So they getting to do all of these extra things. But when it's time to sit down and read them 2,000 pages of work that they
Of
have to do,
laws and bills.
they don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, they won't. They won't sit down and do that. They don't
Yeah.
have time to read. But then when it's time to travel, get donation, get money, they
And
willing
get
to do that.
votes. Yeah,
Yeah,
get
they
more
yeah.
votes.
hmm So anyway, back down to Miami. What?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't believe it.
yeah. So that there's gonna be a runoff for the Miami mayor position, and that is, I think her name is Eileen Higgins,
Yeah,
and
she
yeah, and then I don't know who do you know who is the current mayor of Miami? Not Dade County. Let me see who it is. Hold on. Let
the
me see
city
who's
of
the
Miami.
yeah.
The
Because I
city
thought
of
it was
Miami.
Suarez. I thought it was Suarez at one
Yeah, I
point.
think so. It's the
The
son.
son, yeah. Because
Yeah,
Carollo was running too. Remember him?
right.
He was running. He was nowhere near,
So he was
for mayor.
running in right, but I'm saying he was running for a Republican.
Yeah, Republican. Hmm.
So the
Yeah,
Republicans are all losing.
yeah. Majority of them. Yeah, majority of them are losing. Yeah, because all people want is democracy, and we want fairness. That's it.
Exactly.
We just want fairness across the board. Yes, if you are an immigrant and you want to come over and you want to make a better life for you, yes, everyone should come in the way they're supposed to come in. But if that's the case, okay, then everybody across the board, and I'm talking about these politicians, you need to stick to what you're saying you're going to do. Don't end up opening the back door so that certain immigrants can come in because you don't want to pay the people, your American people, the money, because you can get these immigrants to come in through the back door or the sliding door or through the attic or how or underground, and bring them in and start paying them under the table as long as they're working for you. You see what I'm saying? Because
Right.
When you do the research on this, people, all of this stuff is public information. All you got to do is read. All you got to do is read, and don't just rely on no goddamn chat GPT. Okay, get your butt in the library, get your butt online, and start pulling up old documents in order to understand what we're dealing with now. Moving forward, we got to find out what happened in the past.
And that's the
It's
problem.
called
But
history.
that is the problem with American people. We just like a, a we just like a group of people where something go on, then you want to get mad, and then you want to come back, and then when things come up again, you don't forgot that, and you
Yeah.
go long. If you look at the pattern, this is how it works. Democrats and Republicans, I don't vote for the people, the person that is running. That's what I don't do. I
Hmm.
I listen to them, and I listen to how one party is benefiting me, you, your neighbor, your
Yeah.
friend, your coworker, your whoever. That's
Everybody.
what the party is doing. And for some reason, the people who work hard every day or don't work at all, they don't see it like that. They're looking at, oh, I want this guy to run. I want this guy to win. But that's
Yeah.
not how it's supposed to work. So back
It's
in
like a popularity contest.
right, it's like a celebrity contest. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I like him, I'm gonna vote for him. But that's all crap. Because if you
Yeah.
look at the system, who been helping the people all
The
these years?
Democrats.
Who
The
been
Dem-
helping the people? And girl, I had to really break it down to a individual because they don't understand what socialism is in America.
but let's talk
So
about it.
yeah,
Let's
let's
talk
talk about it
about it. So
because
what's okay? So we got a lot of isms. Okay, we have socialism, communism. What's the other ism?
we got Marxism, we got all
Hmm.
kind of isms.
Isms. Hmm.
We got all of them. It's a lot to name, but the one we got to focus on is capitalism,
Capitalism.
so
There you go. Hmm.
capitalism, socialism, communism, and overall a dictator.
Yeah.
First and foremost, capitalism in America is here. And we don't have a problem with capitalism because that's where the companies come in, all these big stores, all these big gas stations, car washes, those are capital.
Right.
But now when we talking about socialism, from what I did my research to understand is for housing,
Hmm.
school, for housing, for school, for medical, for insurance, for like if you need some assistance with the government,
Yeah.
EBT. Let's
Yeah.
not forget that, and let's
Yeah.
take it back down. EBT is for SNAP
Yeah.
or does EBT, and don't forget capitalism, which is the corporate. They
Corporate.
get they get EBT, SNAP as well because they get the grant from the government
Yeah.
and they build up all these high-rise apartments, all these stores, all these restaurants. So all of that is under social. But see, they're not going to tell the people that they're up under social as well. They're just telling people, oh, this is going to be a capital. This is capitalism. This country is capitalism.
Mm.
Well, what happened to the other slash, what happened to the other side? Because you got to have two. You can't have one. You can't have capitalism and nothing. You got to have capitalism or socialism. You got to have socialism or uh, communism, or you got
Hmm.
to have capitalism or communism. Which one? So all we hear is this country is capitalism, but what is the other? This is a two-party system.
Yeah. Yeah. And
It's a two-party
it's not
system.
just
It's just not
capitalism.
capitalism. So for all these people in Miami, down in Hialeah, hollering, "Oh, we don't want socialism. We don't want socialism." Stop right there. Stop right there. We're gonna take it back because a lot of them came from Cuba, Venezuela, and a lot
Hmm.
of those countries over there, they have they have communism
Communism. Yeah.
slash socialism. right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when it's a socialism with communism, that means your government is going to dictate you what you're going to get. That's why they have lines in their country. That's why they have rational food in their country. That's why they can't go to anywhere in their country. But when
Right.
they come over here, you so used to the word socialism that you're not understanding that socialism here is different than over there.
In your
Socialism
country.
in your
Right.
country.
Right.
So socialism over here is different because we are with capitalism. So capitalism is the government, the corporate
Corporate.
working with the government, and socialism is the people working with the government. Do we
No. No,
understand,
no, 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 no. And see, that's the
people?
thing, like from different countries, like, okay, so socialism, it ranges from countries with their government, like you say, and it depends on how they govern their country to control whatever major industries that's going on in the country. As far as socialism, with like you say, with Cuba and Venezuela, what's the
Right.
other one?
Because
Guatemalan and
right, all of those
Argentina.
islands.
Yeah.
All of
Yep.
those islands that and you heard what President Trump said. He said, "Oh, he gave his $40 billion to Argentina because they need help." When do
Because
they need help?
yeah, that don't need no help, girl.
When
That
do
was a
they need help? That
that was
when
a
that came
loan.
about. Right. So my
That was
point
a
is,
loan. Mm-hmm.
and that's why a lot of people don't even like over in those little countries don't even like dealing with America when it comes down to giving loans
Yep.
because America will say they gonna do this, but they looking for something in return. It ain't
Return.
gonna
Yep.
just be no freebie over there. So
Nope.
they looking for something in return.
Yep.
But people gotta understand you cannot come to America wherever you come from and your country was poor or you was having a hard time or your government is being a dictator to you to come here to say, oh, we don't want socialism because your country, first and foremost, was a communist country.
Right. It was communist with socialist benefits, basically.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the
They
communist,
rational the
yeah.
they
Mm-hmm.
yeah they rational the food. The Cubans will tell you, oh, we only get 2 eggs, we get
Yeah.
one meat, we get no milk. So this is what they do.
Yeah. And
Oh,
how would you vote for a party or a person that has an embargo on your country where you can't
they
even
don't.
hmm?
I don't even think. I don't even know how their elections work. It's like it's like you can have an election, but they're gonna dictate to you. They're gonna dictate to you who to vote for
Who to
because
vote for.
again, you are a communist country.
Right, right. So they gotta understand it's a pair. You're gonna get a yin and a yang, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the yin is, listen, this is a communist country like China. China is one
right.
too. So the yin is we're communist, but the yang is we're also socialism, where we're gonna give you things, we're gonna allow you to have this, or we're gonna allow you to have that. Then you got some that is like you say Marxism. You got
Yeah.
Marxism. So
And guess what? With all of those names, Marxism, it's girl, so many of them out there. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
I'm
Girl,
gonna
they
pull them up.
named these are men. These are white men who was either they say went to college, and this is they idea on how to run the economy, how to run the system. And so the government somehow picked this up and run with it. I'm like, really?
But let me say this, because I did a podcast on, is America ready for a woman president? And my research was in me digging in the library books, me going to the bookstore, and me using AI chat GPT. Yes, I had to break it down to see if it was going to be cohesive and consistent with what I was finding. And yes, they all were saying the same thing. America is not ready for a woman female, a woman president. Whether she was black, white, Latin, Asian, it doesn't matter. They do not want a woman president here. Why? Because America has always had this power of men
Yeah.
running the country, and not just any type of man, not just any man, a certain specific type of man, and you
A
see them.
white man.
You see,
A
so
white
it is
man.
a okay, so it is a old stoic, and stoic is someone who don't have no feelings, who don't have no emotions, who are almost like like a sociopathic person, you know, that's stoic, white, old man with an old resting bitch face that wears ugly suits. And, and you could see them. And when I was reading all of this, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what's happening in America. Now you got all these other countries, Japan, I think Mexico, they have their first women prime minister or whatever they call
Yeah.
their title over there.
Yeah.
But America here, they don't want no woman
They're not
president.
ready for that. They're
They do
ready for
not
just
want
what
they
they
want
ready.
men to be in control because they got this whole men bias, male chauvinist mentality with this old white good old boy behavior with a stoic personality, and and the stoic personality, they're very they very racist, and they're
Good
very
morning.
prejudiced, and
Mhm.
they're not only racist and prejudiced to people of color or a certain ethnic group, they're racist when it comes to the gender.
Oh yeah. Good morning.
They
Good
don't
morning.
want women in power. They don't. They want
Exactly.
women to be pregnant and barefoot in the room. That's it. And in the kitchen. That is it. So what's gonna happen is, because there's no gender balance here. And that's why when you see these men here in politics, here in government in America, everybody's looking around like, what who are they marrying? What type of woman is marrying these men? These are the handmaid tale type women, the Stepford wives, the one who goes along with it because they know their men are the ones that's supposed to be in charge, and they've been raised like that, and that's what they fall
Right.
in place with.
Right. Got
So
you.
I don't know
That
if
was
we'll
hot.
ever see that in our time, to see a president, a woman president. I don't care if she was 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think we'll ever see it in our time. I'm not saying
Well,
it's not possible, but it can happen. You know.
right. It's possible. I'll leave it like that. It's possible. So we don't know. We might be like, one eye open.
Yes. Yes. Cause
But
honey,
yeah,
they had a fit for a black man, and he wasn't even fully black. He was
exactly.
he was biracial, and they had a hard time with him. It's just because he had a black wife. You know.
That's what kind of got him in to stand in there because of
Hmm.
his wife. They
Yep.
had a fit. I don't
So
know, but he might wind up running again. I don't know the way he
I
coming out.
I've been seeing people wearing shirts Obama 2028.
Really?
Yes, I've been
Oh,
seeing
it was
shirts.
a plane crash.
Yes, it was a UPS plane that crashed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I think three people did pass, and so many other people um was injured. So yeah, it was a UPS plane. So I
Oh,
don't I
okay.
don't really know more details about it, but once I get it, I'll share it with you and share it with our listeners. The other thing is, well, we heard Dick Cheney died, and if you guys don't know who Dick Cheney is, he was the vice president for George W. Bush, the son.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you guys need to do your research on him, not at his end when he was going against Trump, and the only reason he was going against Trump is because of his daughter.
Uh
Okay.
huh.
It was because
Yeah.
of his daughter, Liz Cheney. Liz, right? That's her name, Liz.
Right.
Liz Cheney. So that's the only
Yeah.
reason he was going against her. But if you go and see what his reputation and his history and his doings, him and George W. Bush, and what they did with that whole Afghanistan war, going over there looking for weapons of mass destruction, there's no weapons, and then the whole 9/11.
Yeah.
Because now all
Coming
of
out.
that
Yeah.
is coming out, because what they do is they put a shadow over this stuff, and who we feel like is the person who did it, they make that person be the victim, and the person who didn't do it, they make them be the villain. That's what they do. And that's how they indoctrinate us. So you can't listen to the media. You can find out, you can hear what's going on. You can
And do
hear
your
what's
research.
and do your research. Do
Yeah.
your research. So that happened. The other thing is now New York has a new mayor, Zoran Mandani.
That's right.
Mandani, 34-year-old millennial.
He got
Now,
stomach through this.
yes, I was following him, because I didn't know who he was until I started seeing all these different clips of him. So I started doing my research. He used to be a rapper, he was trying to be a rapper, and okay, he was trying to be a rapper. And then so they start showing all his rap videos and all this other stuff, but he can relate to the people. Now,
The
this
young
is the
people, yeah.
this is the beginning. It's Let's just hope and pray to the Most High that he does not put the wrong people in his camp that is going to sabotage him.
But see, that's what's going to happen
Yeah,
because you got a lot of billionaires going to be against him
yeah, they
with
already
Trump.
against him.
So they already going to attack him, and they already said that you got to keep an eye on these people because, I mean, he doing, but the mayor, it's funny because he's doing a whole lot of talking. I'm like, hold on, dude, you just the mayor.
Yep. Yeah,
But that's a good thing.
yeah,
So
no,
all
he's
that
he
talk,
talking. Yeah,
yeah, all
yeah,
that talk, I want him to have some backup. But
yeah,
I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad all them blue states came out
yep,
good.
yep. And Cuomo, so there's a clip going around, and I can't believe Cuomo. Like Cuomo, come on.
Okay, no
But
problem.
but Cuomo was running as an independent. He
Yeah,
was running as an independent. Everybody was thinking he was running as a Republican, but he
it's
was running
off, but
as.
I wrote my time down.
Oh, sorry about
I
that,
wrote my
guys. She's
time.
she's she's talking to somebody. She's talking to somebody. So what we gonna do? We gonna wrap this one up, and then I'm gonna call you back later. Even we'll continue.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good
Okay.
day. We'll
All
talk
right.
later.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.